was fast.
We're heading to the city, buddy. This NASCAR Motorfest Tour is organizing a new qualifying round for its tournament. And driver 61 from Team Henson will be on the starting grid.
What great news!
Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring the Thunderbolt by on a truck. She's an older lady, so it pays to pamper her some before a race like this. We'll be waiting for you there. Get your second chance, buddy. Don't be late. Damn, got another telemarketer at my door. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. See you, fellas.
Here we go again, but this time as a team. You're gonna eat them alive, driver. Oops. I believe the competition is getting to me a little. The NASCAR spirit, I suppose.
Hello, Honolulu, and welcome to the broadcast of the final qualifying round for the NASCAR Motorfest Tour Tournament.
Whoa, colossal stakes here, Bob. All these guys dream of becoming professional drivers, but it's time to stop dreaming if they want to make it to Speed Paradise.
Amen to that. And some came with very serious intentions, like driver 61, who is trying to qualify for the second time.
I admire these stubborn people, but sometimes, Bob, we're just not cut out for this sport. Although I've got to admit, I'm very curious about his choice of team.
You're talking, of course, about Roy the Miracle Henson, the former NASCAR driver who is the new crew chief for Car 61.
Oh, wow, that guy was a rock star. Undoubtedly the greatest hope in the 1970s, before unfortunately being struck down in his prime by the sport. It's incredible seeing him come back to the world of NASCAR.
That's right, Sean. So let's wish him a glorious comeback.
This is your moment, buddy. So stay focused and above all, drive smart.
The green flag is in the air, and we are racing in a purely urban race here in Hawaii. This is the first time Honolulu is hosting NASCAR, and the track is very interesting.
Despite these 8 corners, this circuit is designed for speed. 2 very long straights will encourage these drivers to keep their foot on the gas. But that is where they've got to be careful. Each of these straights leads into a very punitive bend.
So, you're advocating measured acceleration?
Good heavens, no. I want what everyone else wants. Speed and drama.
Sean, you're a man of simple desires.
You made that look pretty. You made that look pretty. Everything okay, pal? If you negotiate it well, you won't need to slow down in the next 2 corners. Turn right, then left. Stay inside the corners, then accelerate. And the ammo. Your gas gauge is dropping fast. Anticipate your next move.
Team Henson's getting ready to attend to their driver.
Your horse is ready for the next ride.
Henson's driver has good pacing and is basically entering the second half of the race.
Roy Miracle Henson is back in the game as crew chief, and I can't believe it. I had a poster of this guy in my room when I was a kid.
Yeah, that doesn't make us any younger. Wasn't it at a race in Talladega in 1977 that earned him the nickname Miracle?
And that's right. It was his own teammate, Bert Sinclair, who crashed into him on the penultimate lap. Roy rolled over 8 times, and believe it or not, the old guy drove away unscathed to finish the race.
8 rolls? Oh, how do you expect the audience to believe that, my friend?
Racing cars were tough as nails back then, Bob. Roy and his car survived, but his hopes for the title did not. He finished too low in the standings. For Roy, that race was a miracle and a nightmare, a real setback.
Well, let's hope that 61 will see a better ending today.
That remains to be seen.
Don't forget to refuel that beast. Good call, pal. We'll take care of everything.
Team Henson just put their driver back on track.
Come on, buddy. I know you'll give everything. You're in the last lap. Fellas, that's what I call racing.
And Team Henson has a date at the Cajo Alave Speedway. 61 is the last driver to qualify for the big tournament. What a comeback!
What was bound to happen has happened. Well done, driver. This is a milestone in your quest to become a real NASCAR driver. Though it's only the beginning. The real competition starts now. The level has been pretty good so far, but the drivers you'll be facing in the tournament are in a whole different league. Trackhouse, Hendrick Motorsports, RFK Racing, Joe Gibbs Racing, Tem Penske, RCR. All these teams compete in the Cup Series. They're the cream of the crop. Mr. Henson is ready. He's coming to meet us at the Cajo Alave Speedway. So let's go meet him. By the way, expect a little surprise. You're done with Mr. Henson's old Thunderbolt. You're ready to drive your next-gen Mustang again, but all dressed up for the occasion. You're going to love it.
You on your way, buddy? Well, no Thunderbolt for the big league, but I got new stickers to represent the team. Pretty proud of myself for negotiating this deal with Nichols Pickles. I love their dill pickles.
What was that?
What the hell's going on?
Someone is trying to bump into us. I'm trying to reach them.
This moron's gonna ruin the paint job.
Hey, sorry, friend. I didn't see you there.
Sounds like an obvious lie.
Oh, wait, you're the one who crashed into the wall during the qualifying race, right? Yeah, it's you. Remember me?
Driver, this man is Jimmy Wolf. He pushed you into the wall back then.
Oh, come on. Water under the bridge. But I'm glad to see you're back and, woo, on Team Henson? I didn't even know that old guy was still alive.
What did that young dumbass fence postmaster say? He's about to get my size 12 pulled up his ass.
I didn't understand a word, ZZ Top. Well, 6-1, the tournament hasn't started, and I'm not fully awake yet. I need a little stimulation. What about a little challenge? First to reach the starting grid inside the speedway? Come on, it'll be fun. Just try not to drive too close to the wall.
That idiot reminds me of that son of a gun Sinclair. Teach him a lesson.
Normally, I would say not to rise to this kind of provocation. But let's kick his ass.
Check out my car, 6-1. I'm an Omni guy now. These guys are rich, like loaded. And you got the old geezer. Man, I always feel bad for the little ones. Lucky this time, but don't get any ideas. It won't be the same in the tournament.
Jim, there's much more at stake here. You're competing in the first quarterfinal of the tournament in a packed stadium with people from all over the US. No pressure, or maybe a little. After all, pressure is part of the game.
And welcome to our coverage of NASCAR here in Hawaii. The very first race of what promises to be an epic tournament, just the way we like it. And now, Sean, how about a quick recap of what's coming in the competition?
32 drivers will compete in 4 quarterfinals, with the top 16 qualifying for the semifinals. Only then will we know which 8 drivers will reach the finale.
Simple and efficient. And things here are going fast, friends. The first quarterfinal is about to start.
It's showtime! Everybody ready? Set! Go!
And we're off for the first race under the beautiful Hawaiian sun. What a way to start the competition. It's a good start for Kyle Larson from the pole position. With Byron in car 24, we've got 2 Hendrick Motorsports drivers in this quarterfinal.
We know how well this team performs. It's the most successful in NASCAR history, with over 300 victories and 19 titles. And believe you me, they are not here to mess those numbers up.
Brake as little as possible, son. Focus on speed and trajectories and corners for the first lap. Let's find our pace, buddy.
We just heard Roy Henson, Team Henson's crew chief, giving advice to his driver. Oval tracks are different from road circuits. There are far fewer speed changes and braking maneuvers, but you need to know how to manage constant high speeds and drafting. Not easy for a rookie, but 61 has made it this far and seemed determined.
You know how much I like Roy Henson, Bob, but honestly, I'm afraid his driver lacks a bit of experience at this level of the game. There won't be any miracles this time.
Oh, really? Well, I can see him making it to the final. I would bet my new fishing boat on it.
Bet accepted.
Hey, that was a figure of speech, Sean.
Too late.
Come on, don't be a child.
I remember a much younger Boulder Bob that would never back out. So what now, old man? Are you a man or a mouse?
Good heavens, you're putting me at risk with my Giselle. She'll kill me if I lose that boat. But what the heck? I take that bet. But if 61 does it, I'm taking your Corvette, the 71 Stingray.
Yes, that's my hombre. Easy win.
That's a clean pass if I ever saw one. Fuel light's blinking, cowboy. We'll soon be running on fumes.
Team Henson just put their driver back on track.
Well, shoot, I gotta admit this Mustang here is more powerful than my good old Thunderbolt. You're hitting an average speed of 180 miles per hour. Ha ha! That's goddamn wild! Perfect timing. There you go. Now stretch that gap. You're low on gas. Nurse her home.
And the drivers are now halfway through the race. We are seeing very different pit lane strategies. Number 8 Bush has been called in by Team RCR for a refueling stop. How about a word about RCR Wiki, Sean?
My friend, hard to talk about RCR without mentioning the Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt. 6-time Cup Series champion with this team between 1986 and 1994. Undoubtedly one of the greatest.
Yes, indeed, he will always remain a legend in the sport. And maybe today's race will give birth to other legends. 4 more laps, gentlemen.
Fuel light's blinking, cowboy. We'll soon be running on fumes.
Team Henson just put their driver back on track.
That's right, boy. New sheriff in town.
Watching the NASCAR Motorfest Tour quarterfinal with just a few laps to go before we find out who will be in the semifinal.
We'll get it this time.
Mind your gas gauge, kiddo. It's white flag right now, only one lap to finish. Your tank is drier than a Texas creek in July.
This was the opening of what promises to be a heck of a tournament, ladies and gentlemen.